Hey folks, it's another little demonstration of a principle that one of my composition professors at the University of Illinois, Herbert Brun, showed me towards the beginning of my time at the University of Illinois as a composition student. And what this is a way of determining durations of sections of a piece. So, for example, imagine that you have a piece that you want to last about 7 minutes, and that you know, or you think you're pretty sure you want 5 total sections of. And you also decide that you want the shortest of those 5 sections to be 1 minute or 60 seconds long. Of course, 7 minutes is 420 seconds long. And Herbert showed me sort of a neat little formula that you can use to figure out how much you need to add to the other sections besides the short one to end up with a total of 420 seconds, or in this case, 7 minutes. And so what this is, and it's a neat little formula, and I am by no means an algebra type, nor am I a math engineering type, but this is something that I've found, especially at the beginning of my time here, to be very useful. And specifically, the formula is S, I don't know how to find it, S, which stands for total duration, equals n over 2, n over 2. And n, of course, is the number of sections times the quantity of 2a. And a, of course, is the number of seconds the shortest section of your piece is going to be. And then plus the quantity of n minus 1 d. Okay, so that's total duration. N is the number of sections, total number of sections, and A is the shortest section, duration of shortest section. And what we're trying to solve for is this other variable d, and d is the amount to add to each section besides the shortest section. That's probably very confusing. I hope it isn't. But, okay, so you get that. All right, so we want to solve for d. So let's plug in our numbers. 420, total duration in seconds. Number of sections over 2, 5 over 2, times the quantity of twice minimum direction. Twice, so 2 times 60 seconds, plus n minus 1, and our n is 5, so 5 minus 1 is 4, d. Okay, that's what we're solving for. We're looking for d. Okay, so let's do this. 420 equals 5 over 2 is 2.5 2 times 2 times 60 is 120, plus 4d. Okay, then let's do this a little bit. Maybe let's multiply each of these, so 420. Pardon me, I did that wrong. 420 equals 300. 300 plus 10d. Right? Now, subtracting 300 from each side, so 420 minus 300 equals 10d. And then d, we solve this way, and then d equals 420 minus 300 over 10. And which gives us a value of 12 seconds. 12 seconds. Okay, so D, we now know that D equals 12 seconds. All right, so let me take a look at that gobbledygook. Okay, now, please feel free to stop and rewind this however many times you have to. God knows I did when I was putting this lecture together. All right, and then, okay, so 10, so D is 12 seconds. Okay, and we want a space of 420 seconds. 420 seconds total. We want 5 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we know already that our shortest section is going to be 1 minute or 60 seconds. Okay, so, and just for argument's sake, let's put that 60-second duration as the third section. So now what you want to do now is you want to add 12 to 60. So 60 plus 12 equals 72. All right, then you take that 72 and add 12 to it, which gives you 84 seconds. 84 seconds. Okay, then you take that 84 plus 12, and that gets you to 98 seconds. And then you add that, you take that 98, and add 12 to it. You get 100, excuse me. Yeah, 108. Okay, seconds. Okay, now, let's have our first section be the longest, of 108 seconds. Okay, 108 seconds. And then, just for balance's sake, let's have the second largest section be this one, 98 seconds in duration. And then we want, and let's make the 84 one, 84 seconds approximately there, and the last one, 72. Okay, so, and the duration, if you add those together, 108 plus 84 plus 60 plus 98 plus 72 will add up pretty close, if not exactly, to 420 seconds or 7 minutes. So I think this is, and this, I found this very useful, particularly at the beginning of my time writing, because it helped establish a sort of mental architecture, a mental blueprint, as it were, to which I could make changes if I needed to, or if I wanted to. Right? And let's and you can also, if you like, you can also be in that section. Let's say, for example, you could also graph maybe a little bit of, sort of have a sort of a climax point, sort of a golden section, golden mean. And you could have another sort of important thing happen, sort of the halfway point. And then this is what I call the positive golden mean. I also measure it this way. And another little bit here called what I call the negative golden mean over here. So what you have more detail for your little framework or blueprint. And for example, if you know, say for example, you're writing a quartet or maybe a quintet, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those sections, right? You could have one soloist here, a different solo here, a different soloist here, different soloist here, different soloist here, so on. And then arrange the rest of your trios, duos, and different trios and duos in each of these sections. So, like this, in here I'm going to do this, and here I'm going to do that, etc., etc., etc. So you have this. So already you have a neat little blueprint that you can use to refer to and depart from, because if you start writing and discover something about what the material that you're using that you like better or doesn't fit into this really, then this can just go out the window and get changed. Okay, but it's a really nice little way of sort of having a kind of space in your mind, or a kind of space, or kind of space in your mind with things, and from there you can start filling in other details. Okay, so anyway, I found this to be rather interesting. I find it rather helpful, and I hope you guys do too. Of course, we've gone to sleep again. My computer goes to sleep every time. Just a second. So I hope that that helps a little bit. And that kind of blueprint I found to be quite useful to have in the back of my head when starting a piece. Anyway, so I hope that's reasonably helpful, reasonably clear what I did. I think that's it for now. Hope this helps, and I will be back with more stuff later on. Stuff. There's that word again.